Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I think we're gonna have a look on my vintage Egress and I will tell you the story about this car, which actually has been away for a while. So the story of this car is that back in 91 I participated in the Tamiya Cup, the regional Tamiya Cup, with my Bigwig, and to my big surprise I actually won that cup, and I was qualified to go to the National Cup in Drammen. But I quickly understood that I need a better car, and I'm not sure how I found it, but I got in touch with a shop called Hobby Mann in Drammen, and they had this Egress. It was finished build and it was race prepped. It had some, I think it was torp diffs and some better electronics and motor. That time I paid about 5,000 Norwegian kroner for it. It had a cost in total for 9,000 Norwegian kroner, and I brought it with me back home to practice with it before I went to the nationals. And I was out racing, testing it by the road, and a guy I know came up and asked if he could try it. He said sure, but just wait until that car has passed and then you can go. Yeah, and he waited almost. He waited to the car was on the side of this car, and he gave this one full throttle. It spun around under the car and the car drove right over it, so it actually broke in the middle. And this was just like a week before I was going to the nationals, and luckily my local hobby shop 120 kilometers away had one in store. So I took the bus, went in there, bought one, and the guy who wrecked the car had to pay it. So I built up the new one using all the race prep parts. Yeah, it got ready, so here it is. The next thing that happened with this car was I went to the nationals, and this car was prepped for 3 minutes races, as we did in the regional runs. The first race out, this one totally killed it. It parked the competitions. It was so fast compared to the other cars. The problem was that nobody told me that their nationals were running 5 minutes races. So you can probably guess what happened after 3 minutes. This one lost all its juice and stopped. Actually, the nationals was in the same town as this shop, the Hobby Mann in Drammen. So I just jumped in a cab, went over there and bought a new motor, and I'm not sure why I bought a new battery, but I bought a new battery. Maybe it was more amps on it, I'm not sure. And fixed it up, and so I can continue the race, but of course I was not in the top. I actually got, I'm not sure you can see it, but I got a medal, and that was about it, the race story of this car. And of course I used it after the the race. When I got back home, I used it a lot. We were a whole bunch of friends having RC cars, so we drove very much together on a homemade track. Then I went to the university. After a while at the university, I actually sold all of my RC stuff to a friend of mine. I think it was like $450 for everything I had. And it was this, and it was actually one like these, a grasshopper, a boat I think, and yeah, monster beetle, I'm not sure. It was quite a lot of cars. And of course, during the last years, I've been trying to track this up again because I wanted it back, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't find it. My friend didn't know who he had sold it to, so I had no clue where to search. I can show you this one. Don't mind the wing, it's the wrong wing. In about 2004-05, I was lucky I could buy my friend's Egress, which I have restored just to great shape. So that was kind of satisfying, get an Egress again, because this was before it was re-released. But just some months ago, this one popped up at the local trading site, and I was just blown away. Oh, it's my old car. So I just had to have it. Yeah, I overpaid for it, of course, compared to what I got. And so, but I really needed it, or wanted it, so I couldn't let it go. Since I've been wanting it for so long, and finally it showed up. What I've done after I got it, I have restored it to some point. I have not changed that much of plastic parts to keep it mostly original. I changed drive shafts because the old ones were broken and I think one was missing. So I bring the camera over and I can show you. Okay, here you have the car. So what I've done with this, when I bought it from Hobby Mann, I remember it had these 3 spokes wheels, and I have been also searching a long time for those to find them. These ones are Schumacher wheels and Schumacher tires. That's what the car came with. In order to make this fit, I actually had to 3D print a bigger hex. Or that would say I didn't print the whole hex, but just the walls. So I added inside the wheels. Yeah, as you can see, the body and wing is still the same one as I had. It's in very good condition to be this old, but I don't think the car has seen too much running after I had it. So yeah, you can see some survival marks here on the dampers. Yeah. So okay, let's have a look under the shell. Let's talk about the motor. I'm not sure that this is the motor I got the car with in the first time. I do remember it as a pink motor, but the guy I bought this from now found this motor, and he was sure it came with the Egress, or it was not totally sure, but I think this could be the motor I had in it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it is one, because the only thing I remember was that it was a motor with 49,000 RPMs, and I don't think this one have it. So yeah, and this, I'm not sure if it is the exact same as I had, but at least it has the exact same shape as I have. I bought this one used. I fixed it, or I fixed some wiring, but I can't get it to work, so I'm not sure. Other things I did, there was a lot of super glue on the carbon, as you can see. I removed a lot of it. Tried different ways to remove it. Somebody said put it in water and leave it for days. I did, a week or something, but nothing happened. So I ended up with just using a sharp blade. Yeah. And the drive shafts I have now is the posse joints one. Both in the front. Oh, let's see. Probably better if I do like this. Both in front and rear. So there you have the story of this car. I'm gonna make a running video with it at some point, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. I really hope you guys like this video and me telling the story of my cars. I think I'm gonna try to do this a little bit more often with some of the other cars I have as well. Stay tuned, and until then, stay safe and just enjoy RC. Bye.